Rod.
Whoa! Right there lines up with that one. It just.
And if you can't turn it, then you leave it. Be able to use 2 ounces. I'll boil the box and then.
Frankie, what are we looking for in here?
Probably an inch and a half well pipe, drive couplings, sand point, and a pitcher pump.
And we're at Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
And a pitcher pump well. You think they'll have everything we need?
We'll go downstairs. That's where that stuff is. I would imagine they got the well pipe would be here.
Well, they've got everything we need. We've got a hand pump well right here. Pipe is here. Check valve. We're gonna go through. Frank and I are gonna get all the shopping done. Then we'll show you guys exactly what our shopping list looks like. So we'll get all the ingredients put together. Show you what we ended up buying. Show you the receipt, what we ended up spending. Yeah, here's the well. Here's the actual Sandpoint well. So just this tip is 99 bucks. But some things you can't get by without. So.
Is that all the piping you have? That's in that corner? I might have some at home.
Of paper you
Well, I don't know. It's gonna be a complete
mystery.
Right, because there is nobody with a Sandpoint, and we're just going to try to find water. Yeah, that should be it.
So we got 4 pipes,
5 couplings,
5 couplings,
check valve,
goop,
pitcher pump,
and Sandpoint.
and Sandpoint.
And now we need chicken feed.
Oh, yeah. You guys sell chicken feed?
Did you get cords and pans or something? Grab what?
So this is the wellhead.
Okay. That's pretty cool. That looks old-timey, huh?
It's got
That's how you get the actual water out.
yeah, it's got leathers in it. So it actually it uses leather for your actual. That's leathers. So we gotta wait. Frankie's going to get the rest of the stuff he needs. Frankie, don't forget to get the bucket of clean water so we can condition them leathers. How much do you think your well kit cost?
Probably a lot. Can you turn that off for a second? This shit costs.
Well, because people want to know if they're going to do it themselves, how much it costs. So we lay it out for them. Here's what we got. We got 20 feet of 1.25-inch pipe. We got a Sandpoint well. Can you grab that?
Wow, it's so little for such a thin, such an important piece of life.
Yep. We got, these are actual just connection pieces. Frankie's going to get driving caps. So there's a different cap system.
Oh, okay.
But so far what we have in these bags, including 1 bag of chicken feed, is 528 bucks.
All the pipes.
How much was the chicken feed?
The pipes were $41 each. This was $100. This was $100.
It's heavy duty. I mean, it's freaking sturdy.
Yep.
Better last forever then, right?
So out of $528.52, your chicken feed was 50 bucks.
Oh.
That's why we're going to harvest our own.
Oh no, wait, no, that wasn't 50 bucks. Sorry. 29 bucks. 29.40.
Oh, nice. You got no corn or soy one?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, they got
The
this.
healthy one.
Yeah, this is the one. The guy recommended this feed after the one chicken has at least started laying.
Okay.
So I guess there's a certain feed for certain.
Yeah, for laying hens versus. Makes sense.
What you're going to see next is an old-time principle that still works to this day. It looks like witchcraft, but it actually works. We are going to be dowsing. And what we do is we take 2 metal rods. Frankie actually has a real dedicated dowsing rod, and then the second one is just a clothes hanger. We wish we had 2 actual dowsing rods, but if you don't have dowsing rods, you can just take metal clothes hangers, bend them over, or the flags that they mark yards with work phenomenal for this too. Hold them in your hand, and then you go in 4 directions so that you can locate not just where. This helps you pinpoint the best location for where to hand pound your well. It works. Well, you're going to see it happen right now.
I'm gonna start up here and just walk back. We want to stay down here, right, with it, no matter what. Anyway. So.
Best spot, because we got to run it
Level.
this way.
Right. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
You're on your spot.
Okay. Well, I could have been in line with, but I'll start that way and come back this way. See, we're going this way now. But it doesn't. It all depends on how what big of a vein you got down there too.
Mm-hmm.
You can put it in the greenhouse starting like here or something.
Yeah, but the greenhouse has to go this way.
Right. But I mean, this side wall could be here. Going that 8 feet out.
Yep. And then go that way. Yeah. We'll put it on the sidewalk.
Maybe they'll start up that way. I don't know, or whatever.
Right. One of the things that we're doing with this well is building a greenhouse around it. The well comes first, the greenhouse comes second, but we've got to have pretty flat level ground, so we're trying to figure out the absolute best placement, not just for the well, but the greenhouse, and to put these two things together.
Oh, because the sun?
The sun, that's directly that south.
The sun's gonna come up this way, right?
It's going to come up and go that way.
It sets that
Yep.
way.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
You want it aiming south.
Yeah.
This is Thomas's first time using it. Super light grip. Get your thumb off the top. Don't even touch the top. And you got to have a super light grip. It just balances. It just hovers in your hand. That should be able to wiggle and jiggle. See, this one isn't even being controlled by you. So whenever that moves, the other one should move on its own. One is actually a dowsing rod.
Whoa. Right there lines up with that one. They just slam together like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you walk without making them
A little finesse, you just do it carefully.
Yeah, just walk.
Look like you're a runway model.
I don't know how to walk like a runway model. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is not me at all. Whoa. Yeah, I just went all the way around. You're being quiet. If you want help, ask for it.
So we are augering the first 4 feet, Frankie, so that we can get a 3-inch PVC pipe in, right? That's the point?
Yeah, as far as we can get with that auger, whatever, we can get.
And then that makes changing out the well a little easier, is that right?
Yeah, it makes, in the future, a lot of future reasons.
But then after that point, we start just doing it the old-fashioned way and pounding it in.
This seems kind of old-fashioned, doesn't it?
Augering a well in by hand?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, even the tool. There's nothing electric about it. It's just good old. All right.
That's gonna be hard. Sometimes a lot of the old timers will tell you got to go through 2 hard pans to get good water, which makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because the surface water's got to filter through that to get, so it'll be cleaner and cleaner as it goes, filters through the hard pans. Okay, and another thing, someone's gonna have to hold it because we want it as straight as possible, both ways. No, the pipe.
Oh, this?
Yep. So you kind of hold it, make sure I'm pounding it straight down.
Good morning, one and all. Bright and early day today. We took a couple steps backwards yesterday. We got skiddy with a chain, and the hole's a lot bigger than what it should be for a well. And there's nothing down in it. Good morning, Frankie.
I had a little idea here.
What's that?
Why don't we just go ahead, work on the well, but let's start putting up the greenhouse, because no matter what, if we don't get water here, we can always put a little shed around the water once we get water.
Why don't we just get the well done and then we'll put the greenhouse up around it? Do you think that's a pain in the butt or something?
No. But then there's 4 of us standing here watching the well go down. 2 could be putting the
Greenhouse up?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got to get the ground leveled around it. So
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll get that.
And then here's another idea. If we have problems with the sand point again, I got another one of them augers. And that way I can keep putting extensions on it. I can go down as deep as I can auger. Go down 10, 15 feet and drill, pound from that point. I mean, if we have problems pounding again. Because that sand is, I mean, it's compact. It packs just as hard as anything, you know.
I know it does.
Probably packs harder than gravel.
So there's a thing called drive couplings, and that is the coupler that connects the pipes together. There's normal fitting couplings, and then there's actual extra heavy duty couplings designed to be pounded on. And the Sandstone, the Ace Hardware and Sandstone didn't have the drive couplers. And we just decided to do our best with what they had, because that's what we had available to us. And unfortunately, one of those drive couplers broke down underground. So that meant we had to pull everything back up. And then we did find drive couplings and start all over again. Not the end of the world, but if you can start, if you have an option, always go with drive couplings, because hand pounding a well isn't easy on it. And part of the reason too is if you get a little bit off with that pipe, left or right, and it's not perfectly straight, when you go to pound that, you're gonna have problems. Yeah, it gets denser and finer.
But this is yours. This is the one I fixed last night.
So you had to rethread that.
Yeah. And then I got one that's identical to it that I cleaned, and then I got this one. But to see, then this one's got the big head. Then everything's loose after behind the head. It's not smaller. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that drives your home.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to use?
It don't matter. I mean, you know, I don't want to lose this one.
Okay, but if we use this one, then take mine as a
right. But I mean, we don't want to lose it. This is a good point. This is, you know, this one. I mean, it's just plain for the sand. This one would be the best. They only had this one they only sell basically this kind. You don't find these anymore. These are for like sand, you know, finer stuff, because they got a finer screen to get, you know, your water wise.
And this is where all our problem was.
I think so.
This is what's called a drive coupler.
Yeah.
DR.
These are regular couplings. See, they don't go together. The threading on them.
So this threading goes all the way through.
And you can't even get this one on the threads all the way. You know, I mean, it only goes with the same. Yeah. Big difference.
Big difference. And this is, so what happened was we put regular coupler on, because that's all we had.
Yep.
Onto this, and the actual sand point snapped.
Yep.
You can actually see where it snapped, and Frankie ended up rethreading it. Okay, well.
Whatever you want to do, we'll use this one, fine.
That's fine.
But if we break her off, we're gonna dig down and grab her.
Okay, that's fine.
These are, you know, if we break off, we'll just do another one. That's why I bring this one too. This one, I mean, it's a little rusty here and there, but water runs out of this one just as much as it runs out of this one, just as fast. Teflon tape. Okay, I can only find one of my big pipe wrenches. And if you can't turn it, then you leave it. Yeah, leave it.
It's just that cap.
Because otherwise we don't want to overspin that one. On that valve, you got a pounder.
So while the kids are hand pounding a well, it's my job to start setting and prepping the building pad for the greenhouse. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? So you're soaking the leathers right now?
Yeah.
Why is that important, Frankie?
Because you don't suck air, you know, because it works like a check valve. The leather does.
So this actually has leather in
actual leather in there, a little leather flapper.
Yep. So you're priming it right now? Is that what that is?
No, I'm soaking the leather basically.
Yeah, so it'll work.
Yep. I mean, it works now. I mean, it's pumping. Being new like this, I've never had a new one.
Oh.
You know, but yeah, it's actually
Well, you get to work with a new one. Look at that.
You know, well, as soon as I pump, the water's there. But it ain't kicking back as hard, but it's still a kickback. So I
I'm
would
trying
say,
to see if this was
I would say we gotta go deeper. You know, and you're gonna get that look no matter what, once you're in the vein or not, because of the shit you gather when you're pounding it down. You know, the dirt.
But it'll come out eventually.
Oh yeah, it'll clean up. Because usually when you're pounding the sand point down, when you hook up your pump, you leave your pump run for half a day. Just let it pump that stuff out. You know, out of your line and.
How do you leave it run?
Well, if you got electricity.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
you just hook the pump up to it and let it run.
Gotcha.
I usually use this to get it up and to get the real bad stuff out, the real dirt, you know. Then hook a pump to it and then let it run. But I would say we're not. I mean, it's pumped pretty hard. But you got water. I mean, there's water.
So yeah, this is water from what we drilled down. You said
No,
not.
I think we're in something because it's constant water. We got water.
And it's not pulling
Right,
the thing
it
back.
would have.
It is yet. Though.
Oh, it is a little bit.
Yeah.
What does it mean if it pulls the thing back?
When it's kickback, like you're not deep enough or whatever, deep enough or not, or you got too, or you could have gone too deep also.
Just by the kickback in the handle?
Yeah, when you pump, when you let go of this, it should stay there.
Why?
It just always does when you're in a vein.
When you're in a vein, it stays there. But if you're not in a vein, it's gonna kick
Well,
back.
if you're halfway in a vein or not, or halfway through the, you know, it ain't right. You know, so you're pulling air at the same time because it's creating a vacuum and it's sucking down.
Right. The water's going back down.
Back
with
down.
gravity.
It's trying to pull itself back down. So somewhere there's air.
Yeah, you don't
There's
want to
a
know it.
negative pressure,
Right.
whereas if you're in the vein, there'd be a positive pressure.
Yep.
And
And then you get nothing. You know, I mean, you get your water, but you won't get that kickback.
Right.
And when we build a box around that, you'll be able to use 3 inches. I'll build the box and then cut a hole so that can't flop around and bust that pipe.
Gotcha.
But if we got more than 3 feet of water, our top of our standpoint's in the vein.
So you're gonna put.
We might have went
You're
too
gonna
deep.
you're gonna put something in the side of the actual pipe itself to
Yeah, we
measure
got a
where
string
the
line right
water. So you can put the string line in the pipe
Yeah, to measure.
to measure the water depth,
Yep.
and then you're gonna see how you're gonna go down to the bottom of the
Then
well.
bring that up and
and then
find
bring it
where
up.
we've got the top of the water.
Yeah, and then see where the string is wet on the top, because that tells you how deep into the water you are.
Yep.
Okay.
It does take a long time to fill up one bucket this way.
Well, yeah, if Frankie wasn't pulling your leg. Like, oh no, it's gonna take 3 pumps. Nope.
Totally worth it. Well, you guys said with a bigger one, it's like
Yeah,
you do it one time and
Equivalent
it's.
pump is like 8 pumps of them.
If anybody has an old pump or whatever, put it in the comments down below.
Oh yeah, it's got a specific name.
Some kind of
Deep
pump.
well pump.
Yeah,
Deep well,
yeah,
a
yeah,
big
Pitcher
ass
pump.
yeah, the big
pitcher deep well pump. Hit me up.
big pitcher pump or whatever, or from farms and stuff, or even a windmill one would be nice. Is anything, just let us know down in the comments below.
Put that pipe right through there and set that pallet right over the top of that. You know, over this hole. Then that way we can build off that, off this platform up to keep that from not going back down.